special because it allows us to create the reality of Pokemon. Pokemon, the show, kind of gives you a roadmap for the journey that you can go on. It allows you to meet friends because you're wearing a Pokemon shirt, I'm wearing one, we start talking, and soon we're friends for 20 years, you know? There's so many ways in, but I really think of it as that it's just a bridge from you alone to you with others. And Pokemon is nothing without each and every one of you and what you have created from it. The people who are drawing, people who are creating stories, and all of these things, it allows you to be creative. And we've learned about the importance of friendship and how to be your best, but help others along the way.
100%.
Because even though Ash is a little mean sometimes, he never turns his back on someone. Even when it's at the cost of him losing a battle, he'll help someone first.
That's right.
And I think those basic tenets of being a good human being are why Pokemon has lasted all this time. And if I'm that kind of conduit that you can come here and remember that, I'm very happy to show up. I'm a very small part of Pokemon in general, but you all are the big part of it. And you have made me realize how important it is to be a friend, how important it is to tell people how great they are. Because seeing you in line, I wish I had an hour with each of you. Because there's so much about you that's interesting, and I only have these few minutes to get to know you. But when I see you again, like we've met before, and there's people here that we've met through the years, 8 years ago, 10 years ago.
Is that Pikachu? Is that Pikachu?
Well, I'll say this, Pikachu and Ash, their relationship is what I think makes the show. Because life isn't easy, and so many of us have siblings that we don't get along with, or whatever. But it teaches you how to make the most of every moment. But nowadays, my favorite Pokemon next is Mr. Mime, because my apartment is so messy.
I don't think I would have guessed that at all, and I bet you all would not have guessed that either, for sure.
But I mean, how many of you have dishes in the sink? Mr. Mime would wash them.
That's true. That's true. Now, I'm going to ask you all to raise your hand.
So I'm not sure about you guys, but I cried when I found out. I wasn't even doing his voice, and I cried. It took me, I was just like, I don't know, I was so shocked. I'm fine now, I'm fine. But in some ways, he probably needed to move on. Like, maybe now he can teach, or become a professor, or a mentor. Who knows what he'll do, or just go home and eat some home cooking for a while. Help his mother in the garden. But in that sense, it also teaches us how we have to, there's a lot of things that happen that we don't want, but we need to figure out how to be flexible enough to make the most of it and move forward. And so I think this is yet another lesson that Pokemon helps us through. I don't like it, but if he came back, I would hope I was playing him. But I would hope that we would see some kind of shift in kind of his wisdom, and in a good way, But ultimately, I think it was Misty. I mean, Misty, Ash, and Brock they were a great triumvirate, and they played off one another really well. He's so funny, and they're such great actors. I think they're the best without us, and that we had no say in it. I just remember crying. I wish I could be more mature than that, but it was so sad. So no, I don't remember it, but I could say, maybe Ash could say, you know what? It's been really great, and I hope to see you all again, but I gotta get home. My mom made dinner.
I love it.